feature selection, but feature selection and standardization. So what is this feature standardization? Suppose we have first feature x1, second feature x2. Let us say first feature is 20, 20, 30 and 40. Second feature is 100, 200, 300 and 400. In this case, there is a problem that the range of the first feature is 10 to 40. The range of the second feature is 100 to 400. However, for machine learning, it is useful if your features are between 0 to 1 or between -1 to 1. Whatever, they are in a small range. To do that, there is the first technique which we call min-max standardization. This technique, it divides the column with the maximum value in that column. So x1, I will call this new. So 10 divided by 40, 20 divided by 40, 30 divided by 40 and 40 divided by 40. So x1 new will become 0.25, 0.5, 0.75 and 1. This old value will be converted to this small range. Similarly, over here it will be 100 by 400, 200 by 400, 300 by 400 and 400 by 400. So even x2 new will also be 0.25, 0.5, 0.75 and 1. Okay, so both x1 new and x2 new will be having the same range, and it will be the small range which is needed for data science. Now there can be another way, which is the technique of dividing. So this old data will be subtracted by mean and divided by the standard deviation. So we have x1 which will have say 10, 20, 30, 40. So x1 new, this will be x1 new. This will be subtracted by mean and divided by the standard deviation. So the mean of this is 25. So 10 minus 25, and the standard deviation is let us say 15. So 10 minus 25 divided by 15, and this will be for the all other values also. If there are two columns, then it will be the same. So for column 1, it will be mean of this column divided by the standard deviation of x1 column. Okay, mean of the x1 column divided by the standard deviation of x1 column. And for x2, it will be mean of the x2 column divided by the standard deviation of the x2 column. So this process is called standardization. It will give you data with mean 0 and standard deviation of 2 or 1. Okay. So your data will be in a very small range, and this also is possible to perform in Python, which we will see in the coming exercise. So that's it, and keep watching the coming videos. Thank you.